Hey everyone, welcome to the first devlog for the Unnamed Economy Sim. I'm 2%, the lead developer behind this exciting project. Today I just wanted to provide the Reddit community with a promise update after a week of tweaks, adjustments, and additions to this game. Although everything is soon going to change for the better, in my opinion. My game is a resource management and strategy game where players build and manage their own production chains. The core gameplay revolves around gathering resources, crafting items, and trading in a dynamic player-driven market to later fuel the engagement of war and PvP and clan wars. Players will start with basic resources to figure out which industry they would like to specialize in. Once your mind is made up, you will delve deeper into the production chains of said industry and increase your population to grow your own army to take to battle. The initial development phase focused on laying down the basic mechanics, resource collection, building upgrades, and a simple trading system. It's proved to be a challenge, especially in making the market where prices are determined by the players themselves. To have the current listings of the market dynamically update for each user in real time was probably the most difficult task that I have taken on. But I am pleased to say that this has been fully implemented and fully functioning at this time. Looking ahead, I plan to introduce more resources, advanced production chains, and interactive elements to enhance the level of player engagement. I also still need to implement the systems to have the resource allocation sliders dynamically update your resource production values and integrate that with the happiness index. Speaking of the happiness index, this will play a crucial role in advancing your population to new, higher tiers to produce more taxes for you to collect and spend in the market or to further upgrade your production chains. The more resources you allocate, the faster your population will grow. But you need to be careful, because if you are spending more than what you're producing, you run the risk of your population starving, running out of water, energy, or power to keep their lights on, and wood to produce more housing to shelter your increasing population. This will directly affect your population's happiness and could lead to some dire negative events such as riots, protests, and anything of the like. This will be a key strategic point for you to perfect moving forward to progress in the game. And as I alluded to earlier, things are about to drastically change, game mechanic wise. I came across a Reddit post of another dev who created their own web-based idle incremental game that had its own dynamic market. While it wasn't player driven due to it being a single player game, the prices changed every day. But this wasn't the issue. The issue was that every player had access to every resource, and the progression in the game was very linear. You started with one of the basic resources to sell, to get another resource, to then upgrade that one to get to the next, and so on and so forth. As a player, you are not able to buy another resource building with the gold you obtained from selling the basic resources. You had to follow a specific path. This is where I realized that my game was on that same trajectory. Thankfully, I am in such an early phase that I can make these adjustments to better the game and make it that much more engaging. Essentially, you will choose a path, yes, and you will be able to switch at your leisure depending on what path you want to take, and if you don't like the path that you're currently on, you can change it whenever you want. You would want to fill a hole in the market so that other players who need your resources for their own production chains can buy them off of you. This will lead to a more interdependent economy to where your goods will have a true price discovery in an open market. I have made a very basic Discord channel to join and follow along with updates as I make them, so if you don't want to wait for the weekly update every Friday to find out what's new and what's being implemented, you can always check there and even offer guidance and feedback on what you would like to see implemented. If you don't want to join Discord, don't worry, I will still be posting weekly updates on the Incremental game subreddit to share my progress and gather feedback from the community. I'll also not be locking the alpha or beta testing behind my Discord, and I will just be posting a link on Reddit in an upcoming Friday update whenever I'm ready. I will be letting the masses in to try it out and provide valuable feedback and criticism on the game, the gameplay loop, the mechanics, anything else pertaining to it. I thank you all for the support I have received so far, and I will always be available and active in this new Discord server. Thank you, and I hope you have a great weekend. Talk to you next Friday.